Well, at the World Economic Forum in Davos and in conversation with somebody who is, well, in some sense, running a business which gets impacted in multiple ways with the policies taken by various governments, Trump 2.0, Modi 3.0 and more. Priya Agarwal-Hebbar, thank you so much for joining in.
Thank you so much, Neeraj, for having me.
The pleasure is entirely ours. So, okay, let's start off with the conversations at Davos. It's day one, so it's early days as yet, but I'm told that you have packed 4 days. What is a metals giant doing here in Davos in terms of meetings and policies, etc.?
We're talking about Vedanta 2.0 because Vedanta 2.0 is, evolving. It's transforming. We say transforming for good. And Vedanta 2.0 is going to be committed to transition metals, critical minerals, energy and technology. And, Davos is the right place to get really the learnings, the understanding on what's critical, what the globe needs, what the world needs for us to do. And we're really here to support it in our new avatar.
Yeah. Well, so before I talk about Trump 2.0 and those policies, I mean, China has gone out and, for example, spoken about aluminum targets, etc. Right. There's a lot of question mark around what extent of stimulus can they give, which will have a big bearing on metal prices too.
Right.
What is your internal assessment of what could happen on those counts, and therefore what could happen to metals 2005? Fraught with risk, I know the answer, but still.
So no, frankly, India is in a sweet spot. Critical minerals, transition metals, what everybody is talking about now is it's not possible for the energy transition to happen without it. The World Bank suggests we need $1.7 trillion of mining investment just for the energy transition to happen. So the eyes are on the industry, and India is at that sweet spot because while the rest of the world have really done everything, we've not even started exploring what we have.
Right.
We have reserves with so many critical minerals that are necessary. We see that every day, and even in our businesses, Hindustan Zinc, aluminium, and all of the other businesses that we have, the reserves are so large. Hindustan Zinc is working towards 2 million tons, doubling the capacity. Aluminium is working towards doubling its capacity. Oil and gas is working towards doubling its capacity. So it's all there. It's all there domestically, and it's time for us to harness what we have and produce for the world.
So you reckon the existing businesses as they stand right now, which is not necessarily new age commodities, if you will, but the traditional ones, 2025 could be a year which will essentially help, because 2024 was a mixed one, if you will, right? So could 2025 transition into something more positive, which can give you cash flows in order to both, one, service debt, and two, in order to invest for the new age metals?
If you look at our debt situation currently, I think we've reduced our debt by $4.6 billion, and $3.6 billion have been raised globally for Vedanta. The kind of excitement for this sector is huge. This is one of the largest fundraising that's happened globally for an Indian company of late, and we're very, very excited for the future of this commodity. And even the government, the critical mineral blocks that they're aggressively auctioning, we're very, very much out there. We've already auctioned, and we're preferred bidders for 6 of them. We're focusing our energies more and more on these critical minerals, and we want to make sure that we do our best to do what we can domestically to produce and really help and support India in this space where it can shine. It really is China plus one, what the world is talking about.
Okay. So therefore, cash flows will help you bid and gain into some of these critical minerals that we're talking about.
Absolutely. I mean, a lot of our cash flows is going to be targeted towards capex investments and evolving and expanding our portfolio into these more, futuristic areas.
How are you thinking about Trump 2.0? Because tariffs might go up, that might have resultant cascading effects on maybe interest rates, maybe even what China will be forced to do, if you will. Any thoughts here?
I think, generally with politics across the world, whether it's US politics or any other, I think we just have to wait and watch. A lot is said, a lot of promises are given. I think generally in life you just have to wait and see what happens, and I don't really want to comment more than that.
Okay, fair call. One last question. You spoke glowingly about the kind of stuff that is being done by the government in order to tap into some of these key resources as well. One of the thoughts is that in some cases India is ahead, some cases India is maybe slightly lagging, maybe in critical resources. I mean, China has taken a leapfrog into some of the other areas as well. How do you see the next 3-4 years into a lot of these areas where India has the advantage, not yet tapped into, and private sector might make its way into doing so.
We've only explored less than 15% of our natural resources. And, and I think I don't see it as us being behind. I think there's a lot of potential now for us to really shine. And I think the government's support, the critical mineral mission, listing out the critical minerals that are required, the kind of support that's there from the government is unparalleled. And I think, working with corporate India, we can really harness the, what India has to give, and we're very excited about it. I think the future of India is very bright in this area.
Well, lovely talking to you. Thank you so much.
Thank
Have a
you so much.
fantastic remainder of, or rather, the next 4 days of Davos, and look forward to talking to you soon.
Look forward to talking to you. Thank you, Neeraj.
Thank you. And viewers, thanks for tuning in.
Thank you.